Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reacting to the strangest kinks. Some of the strangest kinks I can find. We're going to be reacting to them.
For mycophilia. It's a Sunday afternoon and you're lying in a park feeling all cute when a grasshopper suddenly decides to take a scenic stroll up your arm. Now, most people would swat it away faster than you can say pest control, but for someone with formicophilia, this tiny invader is not an annoyance. It's a VIP guest delivering a special thrill. Yes, formicophilia is a fetish where individuals are aroused at the sensation of insects crawling on their skin. To them, the sensation of an...
What? Have you all ever heard of Asmongold? Apparently this dude has like cockroaches and stuff crawling over his house. He's probably got that.
Insect on their skin isn't a creepy, crawly nightmare. It's more like a ticklish, tantalizing spa treatment. The gentle tickling or biting sensation can trigger physical arousal, often heightened by the psychological thrill of engaging with something taboo or unconventional. It's like combining the adrenaline of a scary movie with the tingles of ASMR, except the actors are ants, spiders, or beetles, and their scripts are all improv. To make this bizarre fetish more weird, formicophiliacs actually love the idea of being a source of food for these insects. They literally find delight in turning themselves into a living banquet, and the more
I think there's 21. Yeah, there's 21 weird kinks in this video. We are a minute in. And this guy this kink makes people like the idea of being eaten by bugs? What?
Hybristophilia. Picture this. You're at a random frat party sipping your drink when a stranger walks up to you from nowhere and starts talking. You're initially trying to brush him off and walk away until he mentions that he just got released from prison for unaliving someone. Now, the normal reaction to hearing this would probably be to walk away because the red flags are pretty glaring, right?
Yeah.
But, well, for someone with hybristophilia, aka the Bonnie and Clyde syndrome, that's the highest level of attraction. Basically,
for any of those people that may be watching this, get some help. Get some help. You're attracted to a murderer? I imagine your life isn't going to last too long if you hang around that murderer.
Proctophilia. So for a while now, you've been talking to a guy you met on Instagram, and you both decide to finally have a first date. You head to the spot and everything looks absolutely perfect. However, as soon as your date finishes his first course, he starts to gas uncontrollably, and it stinks. Now,
this is one of the nastiest kinks I have ever heard of. I've watched like 2 seconds of this, and as soon as he said farts or whatever, I immediately knew where this was going. This is disgusting. I don't understand why there are so many people into smelling someone's asshole after they just shit themselves. But count this guy out.
Forniphilia. So your friend invited you to a sleek, modern art exhibit, and you see a gorgeous chair in the corner. But as you get closer, you realize it's not just a chair, but an actual person crouched, posed, and painted to resemble the real deal. Now, while most visitors are left gawking in confusion, you find yourself oddly intrigued and actually flustered because the thought of a human...
I think we all know who's got this. JD Vance. Clearly, except I think he prefers more the couch than the chair or people looking like it. But who knows? Maybe his wife dresses up as a chair for Halloween or a couch, and they get at it. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, this is a different day because my camera died. But I'm wearing a new shirt.
Symphoraphilia. Let's say you're watching a deeply emotional movie and one of the characters breaks down in tears, and while everyone else in the room is grabbing tissues and saying, "How sad," you're thinking about how pleasurable the sound of them wailing actually is. If that sounds familiar, you might be exploring the...
What? You like the sound of someone crying? It's a tad bit weird. Can't say that I've ever heard someone crying and be like, "God damn."
Dystophilia. So you just came back from the club and were walking down a dark alley when someone suddenly comes out of nowhere and tries to mug you. Now, most people would feel a mix of fear, anger, and panic. But for someone with dystophilia, that moment of being robbed or coerced would spark something entirely different: arousal. Yes, you heard that right. Arousal.
Isn't that just like the thing at the beginning where people fall in love with like murderers and stuff? It's basically the same thing, except less extreme, because you're not trying to get dicked down by somebody that just murdered their entire family.
Party Symphoraphilia. Just imagine leaving your house one morning to go on a jog and unfortunately witnessing a car crash. Your instant reaction would most probably be to quickly call 911 and offer help and sympathy to the people involved. However, for a person with Symphoraphilia, that crash isn't just a spectacle, it's an intense source of arousal. So with Symphoraphilia, the person gets sexually aroused from witnessing or staging disasters such as car crashes, fires, or other destructive events. Now understand that for these guys...
So I guess here's one more thing for you to worry about if you ever get in a car accident. There may be somebody in the bushes jerking off after watching. So there's that, I guess. Well, guys, if you enjoyed the video or learned something, I guess, subscribe.